What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dante86 back for another video. Okay, so I was supposed to make a video, Veda. I kind of faded away after day 27, and I hadn't made anything since then. Well, it is currently May the 5th, and I'm making a video that I said I was supposed to do on the 30th of July. I'm ready for summer, obviously. I said I was going to do on the 30th of April. So, here's my Q&A video. I asked for questions on both Instagram and on the specific video on YouTube where I was asking about the Q&A. And I did on my Facebook page as well, but I don't think anybody left anything there. So, let's get to the questions. First, really, I guess I'll do this one. First is from Neo GameSpark. Why do fools fall in love? I don't know, you tell me. Do you rock your car until the wheels fall off? Who delivers the mailman's mail if he delivers everybody else's mail? The mailwoman? I don't know. Can you ask me some serious questions? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, moving on. Spirit Blade here on YouTube asks, are you going to do any more Kingdom Hearts cover songs? What is your favorite movie from the MCU? Oh, funny story about that. My favorite movie from the MCU. You're gonna have to refer to my review of the Avengers that I just recorded here a couple of minutes ago. Yeah. Let's just say my knowledge of the MCU movies is not that great. Are you happy with Kingdom Hearts? Are you happy Kingdom Hearts will keep going on after 3, or do you feel 3 should be the last game in the series? Being a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, I would have to say that I am excited that it's going to keep on going. For one, the series of Kingdom Hearts has been going on for such a freaking long time. And the story that they've implemented and everything is really cool. And I'm ready to see the Xehanort saga come to an end. But I want to see what they can do later on. And honestly, I wouldn't be mad if Sora wasn't the lead of it anymore. If they started to follow along Riku or something and see what's going on with him. Because over the series of Kingdom Hearts, I would have to say Riku is the one who has shown the much growth and development throughout the entire thing. But I'm pretty sure Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be a big moment of things that might happen that I don't want to talk about, because if I do, I might spoil other things for people who haven't played the other games. So if you have not played the Kingdom Hearts games, play them. Nico, get away from there. Alright. And then one last one from Spirit Blade. He left 4 questions. Are you more excited for Kingdom Hearts 3 or Final Fantasy 15? For me, I would have to say Kingdom Hearts 3. While Final Fantasy is one of the main RPG series that I've played, I got into it when I was in middle school. Kingdom Hearts is the one that changed the mold and it was a breath of fresh air. And this the story of Kingdom Hearts being something that has just transcended all these different games. It's this huge series, minus one just piece of crap. It's this huge series and this awesome story that it's so cool. And where Final Fantasy games, you play that game and you're done with those characters, I feel invested with these characters. I know their stories, I know their backgrounds and everything, and it's just, I really want to see what's going to happen with it in Kingdom Hearts 3. So that is where my allegiance lies, clearly. And it just broke. Alright. Next one from Senpai G. If you weren't a teacher, what would you be doing as a career? And he says also good luck with the contest I was talking about, which I did well on, yay. But anyways, if I wasn't a teacher, okay, the thing about me is, as you all know, I am a gamer, and I went to high school. I went to Townview Science and Engineering Magnet in Dallas, and I wanted to be either a computer engineer or a computer programmer, or just some kind of an engineer, electric engineer, something like that. So I would probably be doing that kind of stuff, making a lot more money than I do now. But I found music when I was in high school because I took a computer programming class. I did not like it. And then they turned my engineering course into a tax prep course. Tax is a standardized test, well, was a standardized test. They've changed it again. And I never really got to experience that part of it either. So I was in choir and found out that I really did have a talent in that. And, well, that's why I do what I do now. Alright, moving on to the next one. From Wolf Flow. What games of all time have you clocked the most hours into? Games I've clocked the most hours into. Ooh. You know, I'm very happy that one game in particular does not have a counter of how much time you've played it. Because while my Pokemon games on my DS and all that stuff, all of those have clocked in hours and hours and hours, there's one game in particular that has taken so much of my time over the past year. Yes, one game has taken so much of my time over 1 year, and I still have so much to do on it. That would be Final Fantasy XIV. I have joined the world of MMOs, and my lord, what have I done? What have I done? But yes, Final Fantasy XIV, single-handedly. I know there have to be hundreds of hours in that game. Oh my gosh. I did take a break for a couple of months, actually. And I came back during Christmas, and, well, I've been back and strong. So, yeah. And now they have an expansion coming out, so I don't think it's going to loosen its grip anytime soon. I might need an intervention. Next one from K Nicole 84. These are 5 questions, so let's see. Please describe the best and worst days of your life. Best days of my life? I've had a lot of them, actually. And what I will say as far as best days of my life, the best days of my life are multiple because it's when I'm spending time with those that I love and care for. When I get to go home and spend quality time with my parents and with my family. When my best friend was down here for the summer, we explored Texas and went to San Antonio and everything, and just hanging out with my friends and family and enjoying life. I mean, I can't just choose one great time. I mean, my best day in recent history would probably be a few weeks ago with my choir. They did well in the competition. I talked about it in a video before. And when I did further research, this being my first year at that school, these boys at this school have not brought home any kind of competition trophies since 2002. So it's kind of a big deal that they got something, even though it wasn't the highest honor they could get. So to see those boys so happy was really cool. But yeah, like I said, just being with friends and family and enjoying life. That's the best days of my life, and I hope to have many more. Worst days of my life. I have a couple. And once again, it still deals with the friends and family. I will never forget. Let me see. It was about a month after I graduated from college. I was sitting upstairs in my room at my parents' house playing Castle Crashers with my good friends. I think Street Skate here on YouTube, Twiz, Young Twiz, he's not on here anymore, my friend Matt, and we were in an Xbox party playing Castle Crashers. And I received a phone call from someone that I usually don't get calls from. And the first thing he said was, "Are you sitting down?" It's not a good thing. And it was when my best friend from college passed away. Him and his wife, both of them I was really cool with. We had just had an ice storm here, well, in Texas, and they were on the way home from church. And it was a country road, two-sided street. I mean, it was 2 lanes, one way, one going one way, one going the other. And a truck lost control and veered off, and they had a head-on collision. So I'm not sure what happened to the person who was driving the truck, but both my friend and his wife, which was my friend as well, they passed away. And they had been married for, I think, a year. I think they had just gotten a house. Both of them had just gotten their teaching jobs and had their whole lives ahead of them as far as being a family. And it was cut short. So when that happened, I remember walking into the media room where my parents were. I just had this look on my face and just broke down. I'm fighting back tears right now just thinking about that, because it's one of my best friends. Definitely one of my best friends. And I wouldn't be where I am today in my career if it wouldn't have been for both of them. They were some really good people. So, sorry, move on. Okay, I'm back. Next question, still from K. Nicole. Did you see the Bruce Jenner interview? No, I didn't. If you were giving the funds to travel to any 3 places, where would you go? I would go, for one, I'd go to California during E3, so I could go to the E3 convention. Even though they only let the press in, I just throw money and do it. I would go on a cruise. I don't know where, somewhere tropical. I don't have anywhere in mind, but I want to go on a cruise. And the last place I would go, I'd go to Japan. I really want to go to Japan, just to see how things are there. The Japanese culture is interesting to me. So, yep. Well, that is it. If Michelle Obama ran against Hillary Clinton, who would you vote for? Well, it depends on the things they're talking about and who would have the better things for our nation. If it was Hillary, it's her. If it's Michelle, it'd be her. What is your favorite and least favorite Disney movie? Favorite Disney movie, that is going to be a toss-up between The Incredibles and Emperor's New Groove. Both of those are spectacular movies. Emperor's New Groove is slept on too much. Dog, it's too many good ones. A Goofy movie, that's amazing. Lion King is great. Man, so many good movies. I think, especially me being a Goofy person, I'm gonna give it to Emperor's New Groove, because that movie is, I love it. It's a great movie. Yeah, that's it. Okay, K Nicole, lots of questions from you, but good stuff, good stuff. Heavy stuff, but good stuff. Alright, Jay the Light Seeker asks, top 5 Disgaea characters and why? You would ask me this when I haven't played this game in such a long time. Number 5 will probably be Etna. I like her. She's cool. She's kind of funny. Has her own thing going for her. Has her own plans, if you will. Gosh, their names are just escaping me right now. Valvatorez, love Val. He's amazing. You know, I'm not gonna do a 5 or whatever. I'm just gonna give you 5 characters. They're all ranked the same. Valvatorez is hilarious, and he is fighting for some good stuff. I like him, and his sardine. The sardine struggle is real. Fuka, she's pretty cool. Of course, Laharl with that laugh. That laugh, though. I didn't like Flan too much. She was kind of ditzy. The typical blonde or whatever. It's really sad that I can't think of all of these characters' names right now. The werewolf dude in Disgaea 4, I really liked him. He's cool. And Axel from Disgaea 2. He is cool. I forgot the werewolf dude's name, though. Oh, this is bad. I need to finish Disgaea 4. Alright, do you perform music? Yes. Kind of. I perform in a group, North American Vocal Ensemble. We're supposed to be going to Chicago in September. I do choral music, and yeah, that's cool. But if not, do you plan to perform soon? I just said that I do. Just saw me and Eve from the internet's video from a few years ago. How do we know each other? Okay. Ooh, talking about not having a car. Did we do a video on that one? Well, if I didn't have a car at that point, that was when I was still living at home with my parents. Me and Eve from the internet's, Spicy Eve, since she's gotten rid of that name, or Evelyn, we know each other from YouTube. I forgot how I found her, or how she found me, or which one of us found each other. I really think it's through Apples and Mustard. Probably through her, because I think she was the mutual party between us two. But I could be wrong, I don't know. Somehow, our fates intertwined and we know each other and we've hung out twice. So yeah, that's how I know her. Alright. Oh, sorry, that was from Born Earth. Alrighty, next from Purple Shades 1. What piece of classical music do you recommend to someone unfamiliar with the genre? Oh, I honestly do not know. What I'd recommend, actually, what are you doing? What I'd recommend is, I did a video a while ago talking about how to listen to classical music. I will link that here, and go and watch that, and then watch the video that I had linked to it as well. And even if you don't want to listen to me singing the song, you can listen to another performance of it, just after me explaining what the song's about and everything. But it's honestly, I don't know. Like, the way I even got into the genre is listening to music in video games, RPGs, Final Fantasy games and stuff. That's how I got into it. So, whew, it's weird. It's such a vast variety of things, because even to say something in the classical genre, there are different time periods, and to say classical does not, okay, there's a medieval period, there's a Renaissance period, there's the Baroque period, there's the classical period, there's the Romantic period, and there is the contemporary, the stuff that's happening now. So in classical, there's actually a subcategory of music that is really the classical period. So, like I said, there's so much. It's so vast. It's I don't know. That's tough. That's very tough. I'd say if you have a movie, or if you're into video games or something, listen to the music from that. Listen to the scores from different movies and things, and that could be a good way to kind of get into it. Do I write songs? No. Tetris or columns? Definitely Tetris. Definitely Tetris. What do you think about The Legend of Zelda 2016? As well as it will be 30th anniversary of Zelda. First off, Zelda being pushed to 2016 makes me sad, because that means my Wii U is going to collect even more dust. But I mean, as far as the game, I'm excited about it. I'm ready to see what they're going to do with it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be an amazing game. I am a hardcore Zelda fan. I love it, love it, love it. Except for, I'm not going to say I didn't like this game, but wasn't my favorite, Twilight Princess. But Zelda is awesome, and I need more of it in my life. That's all I got to say. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to pull up my questions from Instagram. And it was only a few, because that was all the YouTubes. Steve Pot... What? I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Steve. You're just going to be Steve. 2 questions. 1, have you ever played with Legos before? Yes, Legos, Duplo blocks, erector sets, all that stuff. 2, since you are a music teacher, do you like to make some custom music in your downtime, or not really? Custom music? Not really. I'm not much of one who writes music, which I've already answered a question from someone else, but I do like to make covers, and I like to do vocal covers of things, so I need to do that more often, but I'm lazy, let's be honest. But no, custom music, I'm not, I don't really write music. And next one is Mr. Soul Striker. When it comes to females, a lot of people say when you stop caring, you're more successful. To you, does this make sense? What do you think the mentality should be for? Okay. So, they do always say when you stop caring, they start running and stuff like that. Being someone who... In college, I was very focused on my school and trying to get that done. And I can honestly say I've never been in a real relationship. I've had girlfriends, I've dated, but I haven't been in a true relationship. But I won't say when you stop caring, they come. Most of the time when you are with another girl, that's when they come. But I think this whole mentality comes from the fact that anything that you are constantly chasing is going to be out of reach. And especially if you're trying to chase after the females, trying to chase after a girl, yeah, they're going to be out of reach. I feel that once you focus on yourself and get yourself to where you need to be, that's when that kind of stuff will start to fall into place. And I really don't think that the girl's just going to seek you out. I mean, from my experience, they leave little signs here and there, some of which I have been very slow at catching when I missed out on so many opportunities. But they give you signals and then you act off of them. And if you don't care and you're not showing any kind of interest, well, yeah, nothing's gonna happen. The girls, yeah, some of them, they'll start throwing signs at you, and if you don't act on them, well, nothing's gonna happen. Well, that is it for my Q&A. Keep on leaving questions. Did you like this video? If so, please let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Leave some more comments for questions in the future. Some of the questions might turn into future videos. Who knows? But just, I really want this channel to become a place where I communicate with you guys a lot more on a more frequent, just more frequently. But anyways, folks, that's it. I will talk to you all later, and peace.